The Seattle Seahawks have agreed to trade wide receiver Percy Harvin to the New York Jets, sources confirmed to ESPN. Seattle will receive a conditional draft pick in 2015, which will range from a second to fourth-round pick, the source told ESPN's John Clayton. Fox Sports first reported the trade, which it says is contingent on Harvin passing a physical. Harvin is scheduled to arrive in New Jersey on Saturday, at which point he will undergo the physical, the league source told ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter. The source said no medical issues are expected. The 26-year-old Harvin has played in only 43 career games since being a first-round pick 22nd overall by Minnesota in 2009. He was traded to the Seahawks in 2013, appearing in just one regular season game because of hip surgery. But he had 2 rushes for 45 yards and ran back the second-half kickoff 87 yards for a touchdown in Seattle's 43-8 win over Denver in the Super Bowl. Seattle acquired Harvin from the Vikings on March 11, 2013, in exchange for first and seventh-round picks in 2013 and a third-round pick in 2014. The Seahawks then signed him to a 6-year, $67 million contract, with $25.5 million guaranteed. Harvin has battled a thigh injury and was listed as questionable for the Seahawks game at St. Louis this weekend. The Seahawks have tried to find a variety of ways to use him in their offense as a runner, a receiver and on special teams, but injury woes slowed their plans. This season, Harvin has 22 receptions for 133 yards, with 12 of those catches coming behind the line of scrimmage. He has only 1 catch on a ball thrown more than 10 yards, according to stats. Harvin's average of 6 yards per catch is last among all wide receivers in the NFL, averaging at least 2 receptions per game. He also has 11 runs for 92 yards and a touchdown and 12 kickoff returns for 283 yards. New York's offense has struggled and the Jets have lost 6 straight since opening with a win over Oakland. Harvin figures to team with Eric Decker and Jeremy Curley as the Jets' main weapons in a so far weak passing game with Geno Smith at quarterback. Unless there's a renegotiation, the Jets will pick up the remainder of Harvin's contract, which runs through 2018 for a total of $48.6 million. The remaining portion of his 2014 base salary $7.1 million is guaranteed, so the Jets are on the hook for that, but there is no guaranteed money beyond this season. The Jets could cut him without cap implications if it doesn't work out. Jets general manager John Idzik has come under fire for not spending money. Before the trade, the team had $20.7 million in cap space, second only to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Idzik is a former Seattle executive, and he negotiated the trade with his close friend, Seahawks general manager John Schneider. Idzik had already left for the Jets when the Seahawks acquired Harvin. Jets coach Rex Ryan mentioned Harvin in one of his early season news conferences, calling him an explosive guy and a pretty special talent. Harvin's name came up in the context of a question about the possibility of the Jets incorporating the jet sweep into their offense. The Jets were concerned about the lack of speed on offense. They went into the season thinking their 2 marquee additions, running back Chris Johnson and Eckert, would provide big plays, but it hasn't worked out that way. They haven't had a pass play longer than 51 yards, and there has been growing frustration among players and coaches that opposing defenses are overplaying the run because there are no weapons on the outside. The Jets are ranked 32nd in passing offense, averaging only 185 yards per game, virtually the same as the Seahawks' 186 yards. They also made the trade with the hope that Harvin's presence will help Smith, who has 9 more games to prove he can be a long-term answer at quarterback. Smith has struggled in his second season, although he has shown some improvement the past 2 weeks. Seahawks defensive end Cliff Avril took to Twitter to express his disappointment in the move.